Hey there guys, I am the Six Machine and welcome back to another Warhammer video. So it is Warhammer Fest week and today is the day of 40k, so we got to see a load of fantastic new stuff, from models to some rules interactions to a huge change coming in the next chapter approved. So let's take a quick little look today at some of the things that were shown off. In this video we'll be taking a look at the chaos related stuff, and with the imminent release of the new codex, if you will remember way back when, there was a rumour of a load of new chaos kits coming, and it looks as though those rumours have finally been proved correct, because alongside the usual chaos marines that you would expect in a chaos codex, we are getting all of these. And yes, that is some brand spanking new possessed, and I have to say I love these models. They are just so unbelievably chaotic and demonic and just vile. They have so much character in them, and it looks like there's going to be just so much customization available for them, so you can have ones with, spikes and tentacles and claws and crab pincers and maybe even wings if we're lucky. We don't see one with wings, but maybe small little wings could be something that one of them has. They are genuinely a brilliant set of sculpts, and honestly each one just looks absolutely perfect to me. They're going to fit in so well with things like the Master of Possession and the Greater Possessed that are currently available. And that is not all, because on top of that, not just going all in on the marine front, it looks as though this codex is going to really allow you to let loose with a cultist focused army if that's your jam, with not only these amazing new accursed cultists, which are a huge improvement over the very old set which came back in 6th edition, I think, with the Dark Angel starter set, and these new ones will fit in really nicely with the Blackstone Fortress set of cultists if you manage to pick those up. So this will really allow you to let loose with a full troop slot army of cultists and really do a full Lost and the Damned themed list instead of using Chaos Marines if you want to. And then if you want to double down on that theme even more, you can add some more demonic units to your army while still keeping that mortal theme. And these mutants may well be something that you want to add to your forces as well. And as you can see, these are cultists which have maybe gone a bit too heavy on the god worship front and have now found themselves rather bursting and overflowing with demonic power and gifts from the gods. And I really love how they still look semi-human, but they have that incredible body horror vibe with the limbs sprouting out of their chests and the tentacles spewing from every single orifice. It is truly grim dark and just a really welcome addition to the Chaos Army, I think. But of course, if you really want to go all in, then accompanying these guys is the true personification of body horror, and that is the Torments. And these are cultists who have essentially just been overtaken by a demon, which is now discarding their worthless mortal husk and just breaking out into real space. And GW, to their credit, have done such an amazing job of showing these cultists' bodies, tearing apart with the skin falling off and heads and wings and claws just literally ripping their way through the soft flesh of the cultists. It is genuinely awful and gory and grimdark and just fantastic. I really do love how they've gone all in and made Chaos, not just spiky marines anymore, but they really have doubled down on the idea of them being this faction of demons and mindless cultists and humans and possessed creatures and these inhuman otherworldly monstrosities. It really is, in my opinion, what Chaos needed and has really pretty much given the entire faction a completely new lease of life. Of course, if you do want to go full cultist in your army, you will still need an HQ option, and if you don't want to rely on Chaos Marines or anything like that, the new Dark Commune is a brand new Chaos HQ that you can bring, and this really will let you do a full army without a single piece of power armor in it if you want. In this group comes your Demagogue, who will be the leader of your army and your faction, and then along with him comes the Psychic Mind Witch for some psychic shenanigans, the banner-bearing Iconratch, which presumably will, keep your guys from running away quite so easily, and then two very Mordor-esque Blessed Blades to act as bodyguards for the unit. And it really is a very cool looking squad. It really will fit in nicely with an army with all of the cultists and the mutants and everything else that they showed off as well. So I really, really, again, do have to give GW so much credit for letting players not just play Chaos Space Marines, but really letting them double down on the Lost and the Damned style list, which hasn't been a thing since 3rd edition or so. It's going to be really popular, I think, and I have to say, from what we've seen of these models, these are some of the best I think we've ever seen. So seeing the fuller sprues and how much conversion and sort of changes you can make to them and the options that are going to be available to you as you build these kits, I think is going to be so much fun to see. But just say you do want a bit more punch and you want something a bit more demonic or perhaps Space Marine-y for your Chaos Forces, then we also got shown a variant of the model that we got teased the other day, and that is the Warhammer 40k version of the brand new Daemon Prince. And this guy is just mind-blowing. I don't think I've ever seen a kit with so many options. He has different weapon options, he's got wings, he's got a backpack, there are different chest pieces, it looks like there's at least 6 different head options, there's different feet, you can have clawed feet or hoofed feet. He is just going to be one of those models that looks different every single time you see him across from you on the battlefield. He's just going to be an absolutely mind-blowingly fun mini to put together and paint and to play on the battlefield. Personally, I just love the image you can see on your screen now, which is the rather simple but sort of classic 40k style Daemon Prince who still has the power armor. I would maybe put wings on him rather than the backpack, but he just looks very much like the classic Daemon Prince that everyone sort of knows and loves, and it's just such a good modern take on it. But whether you want to focus him towards Slaanesh or Tzeentch or Nurgle or Khorne, you can absolutely do that, and you can pretty much make this guy up in any way that you like. The conversion opportunities, I think, are going to be almost endless with this guy. The other final thing that they announced for Chaos is not anytime soon, unfortunately, but at some point in the future, the World Eaters are coming with their own unique codex. So much like the Death Guard and the Thousand Suns, they are being removed from the new Chaos Codex, they won't be in it, and then they are getting their own unique release, with a huge swathe of new kits, which they have confirmed will include Khorne Berserkers, but will presumably also include some unique vehicles, Terminators, and more likely than not, Angron leading the charge, if we're being honest. They only showed off some of the new chain axes, like a mock-up of some of the new chain axes that will be coming with the release. They didn't actually show off any models today, but it is good to know that maybe sometime this year we will be getting a brand new codex solely for the armies of Khorne that you can really, really sink your teeth into. So that was it for the Chaos related releases announced from Warhammer Fest. I will be doing some other videos because there were, as I mentioned, a few other bits talked about that are worth going into and worth discussing because they're quite interesting for the game as a whole. But on the Chaos front in particular, which of these was your favourite reveal? And I'd also love to know, what other units do you think we will be seeing when the World Eaters get their eventual book? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more Warhammer content from me. But until next time, I'll catch you later, guys.